Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. Yes, now you can hear me. Hey everyone, welcome to VL Astrology once again. Sorry about these glitches because these are all live sessions. If you can't hear me, do let me know again. I welcome you all to my channel and thank you for bearing with me on these live sessions, the long, prolonged and whatnot sessions that I just keep talking so much in a flow and discuss so many other things. So, but yes, this is a very beautiful transit that we are heading to. That is Venus's ingress in the sign of Libra in its own zone, forming a Pancha Mahapurusha Malavya Yoga also. It is coming out of the Saturn's aspect also, and now out of the Virgo sign, it's sign of debility also. So much better, because it's a big time relief when the planet of, love, luxury, romance and whatnot, the harmony and. But one catch is there again. But yeah, 24 days we can enjoy this transit because it's going to be heading to a Scorpio configuration also, with the rulership of Mars there and Mars there as well in the Scorpio sign, the storm we are heading to. But here, there's a miss here because Rahu is in trine to this Venus. So we need to be really careful about our mental setup again. But yes, I am happy that it is going to be at least for 24 days. There's some relief with this Venus in its own zone. So 2nd November to the 26th November, enjoy this transit. I'll be explaining what exactly does it mean, and it's forming a Pancha Mahapurusha Malavya Yoga also for the movable Rashis 1, 4, 7, 10. So this is definitely in the Kendras when Venus is ingressing in the Libra sign for you guys. It's definitely very positive, and you must use this transit also well, because for Capricorn natives especially, it is the Yogakara Graha which is going to be getting this kind of a strength. So good in a way. And the women counterparts should be a little careful with Rahu aspecting, or we can say in trine to this Venus. So otherwise it's definitely all good. So thanks for bearing with me in these live sessions, and I've just made two short videos on the marriage relationship, why they are breaking and why there is troubled marriage or troubled relationship these days even more. And also I have done a video on the job layoffs which are happening and why job layoff happens in your personal chart. The combination has to match with the the kind of configuration is there in the planetary chart of yours, your natal chart. So do refer to those 3 videos that I've just made on the under the short videos. You will get a lot of information on the short videos, and of course the summary part is little prolonged, elongated. Why? Because there is so much of information about each transit. So I hope you like it. If you can tell me. If you don't like it, then also you can tell me. So let's start with the presentation in a way, like what exactly is happening in the sky. First I'll explain it to you quickly. We know that Venus is going to be in the Libra sign, where Sun is going to be till the 16th of November. It's forming a Neecha Bhanga Raja Yoga, and as regards to when we talk about Venus in Libra sign, in Brihat Samhita it is mentioned that there can be some disasters pertaining to or caused by women when Rahu is in trine to this Venus. Disclaimer, Rahu is in trine to this Venus. So you have to be careful about your personal dasha. You have to see and then you should conclude. I'm not saying that this is going to happen for sure. Now Venus in its own zone is aesthetics, harmony. It is about partnership, brand appeal and viral reach. With Rahu in trine to this Venus, it's all not negative only. It is good for hype cycles, unconventional alliances, foreign connection, charisma amplification. Also it can bring about some surgical process also if you have to go through. So this is that kind of a transit. Also remember that Venus owns the 2nd house of the natural zodiac also, and it owns the Taurus as well as Libra sign. So resources and pleasures and balance in relationship, which is the air sign, earth and the air sign, they both are ruled by this Venus. So valuing possessions, food, scent, comfort, when we talk about that is the Taurus. And how you are fair with in your relationship, how you are going to be performing in your partnership, trade, how we exchange value. That is what is this Venus about. So there it is how we hold value, and here it is how we exchange value. That is the difference between the two of the grahas, okay, two of the lordship of Venus. Now Venus is going to be in the Libra sign from the 2nd to 26th, and it is going to be in the Scorpio sign from the 6th of November till the 20th of December. So Venus in its own Aries sign is a cardinal sign, of course, we all know that. So it is good for symmetry, diplomacy, contracts, branding, civility, and it receives a clean air trine from Rahu in Aquarius also. So reach, viral amplification, great for launches, collaborations. Malavya yoga is forming, so Venus sits in the Kendra. This is a definitely positive thing. When it is going to be from here, going to be moving into the Scorpio sign, you must be prepared for that also. It is going to bring about intensity, secrecy and magnetism in relationship, which is going to be more towards the behind the scenes kind of thing. Here it is in the limelight, in Venus in the Libra sign. There it is going to be behind the scenes. The relationship which is in the limelight might turn inwards. You're not going to be maybe sharing your inner feelings when Venus is going to be in the Scorpio sign. So that is what, when Venus is going to be, that's the difference between the two. But yes, definitely it is going to be very creative kind of an energy. You're going to be feeling quite charged up to do things, urgency in finishing off the jobs that you're doing, purchase of vehicle, etc. You can do all of that as well. Also, there is a water element when it is going to be in the Scorpio sign, when Saturn is there, Mars is there, Mercury is there, Jupiter is there. So that trine is also going to get, that kind of connectivity there. So this is going to be a stabilizing impact also. But it will be the one which is going to impact your love and finances overall. It is going to be a Malavya yoga window which is going to be there. So it is definitely good for for doing things. You will be more visible now. That turbocharged visibility is there because it is the Libra sign of people, other people, harmony. So this is going to be the case when we talk about the Libra transit of Venus. So I wanted to share with you one more thing, that when we talk about the classic text, we should not forget that it is not going to be all good when Venus is transiting the the different signs. It is not going to be all good. So when I'm sharing, I'm going to be sharing with you the classic text also, how they are telling us to how they are actually behaving in that, what they want to mention. Okay, now let's start with ascendant, moon sign and dasha sign wise reading. So this is for Aries first, a quick and a short and a sweet video for you guys who are waiting for quickness in the readings. So for you guys, it is going to be in the 7th house. As I said, it is as per the classic text, is not considered to be good in the 7th house. It can bring about some disasters pertaining to women, or it can be the disaster caused by women also. Maybe at your workplace, your siblings, your neighbors, your friends. You need to be a little cautious because Rahu is in trine and this is the air trine. And I have just done a video because Rahu is in Aquarius and it is causing a havoc in the relationship any which ways, because Ketu is in the romantic sign of Leo also. So this is something you have to be careful about. So, but it is good for collaborations because Rahu is amplifying energy. So this is going to be a positive thing for negotiations, starting new business, starting a new relationship. Also, you can launch some new maybe YouTube channel, Instagram handle, or maybe you have to deal your relationship really very sensitively because it is Sun also which is forming a niche bhanga. Now Sun is also getting stronger here, so you need to, and it is a Pancha Mahapurusha Malavya yoga also which is forming in the Kendra for you. So positive for you guys. In case you have to make any kind of purchases, you can do it. Your partner can be little authoritative, can be little bossy, so just give in to it. And also when it is going to be in your 8th house after the 26th of November, so that is when you need to be little diligent about your finances, about your shared resources, insurance, taxes, etc. And also maybe you can finalize your paperwork before that if you have to. Okay, so overall I think it is not a bad transit. As per the classic text, it says that this can bring about some troubles because of the female counterpart. So just be cautious, don't get into any kind of backbiting or just getting into that gossip mongering or politics, office politics, etc. Or in relationship also, you have to be little careful about what you're conveying to the people in and around you. Maybe they become your enemies or they are conspiring against you, so you have to be little careful what you're talking and what you're saying. Okay, Venus, yes, for Aries, when we talk about the relationship, Chandra, Rahu, Saturn, see, when it is Saturn in the 12 places away from Venus, it gives good results, remember. 6-8 relationship of Venus and Saturn is a good thing. And whenever they are forming any kind of connection, it is good for your finances. Chandrama, that is, if you are in the moon dasha, moon is very fluctuating kinds. Somebody is asking the question, so I'm responding to it quickly. Because whenever there is a Chandra dasha, you must understand moon is not friendly to Rahu, moon is not friendly to Saturn, moon is not friendly to Mercury also. Moon is, but Mercury doesn't treat him well. So that is where the problem lies. So there can be trouble in your relationship, there can be troubles in your finances also, because moon dasha can give you a lot of emotional turmoil. Whenever anybody I've seen with moon dasha, they suffer a lot because moon waxes and wanes. So we divide the dasha into 3 parts. So 10 degrees, 10 degrees, 10 degrees. So see where your moon is. Suppose moon is at 19 degrees. So the middle part of the dasha will be really tough. So you need to take care of your mental setup during this time. With your family relationship, you can have issues, and at the workplace also. That is something you have to sail through this with the Saturn transiting your 12th house. Any which ways you're having issues at the workplace also, and maybe with your co-workers and some female counterparts. So be cautious. I'm sure you're good to go. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, this transit of Venus is going to be in your 6th house. See, 6th house transit is not considered to be that good because Venus debilitates in the 6th house any which way. So the native will suffer humiliation, disease and mental torture when Venus is transiting the 6th house as per Brihad Samhita. That is a classic text. So when we talk about humiliation, this is it is like because of the legal battle. Maybe there is some legal issue that you are going through when Venus is in the 6th house. 6th house any which ways gives you loans, debts, disease. So you need to take care of your mental setup also here. How you can tidy your routines, how you can serve others, how you can be at service to others also, and settle disputes out of the court settlement, etc. Also, there can be visibility at work. For sure, because Sun is your 4th lord in the 6th house also. 6th house Sun is good. So this is a Neecha Bhanga also forming, right? So it will give you some relief here. This Surya will give you that, show you that path. But I'm more worried when Venus transits the Scorpio sign and there is a trinal connection of Saturn also. And there is a Mars also being the ruler of the 7th house there. So this might just give you relationship which can deepen, or it can bring about some falling apart relationships also. So you need to take care of your relationship during that time period. I would suggest do not get carried away and make decisions regards to your regards to break in relationship or something which you have not planned for. All right. And also this will bring about some one sec. Yeah. So this will bring about, I was getting some messages. So this will bring about some dispute settlement also, service packages, visibility will rise at work. Keep ethics tight and avoid office politics spirals during this time period, I would suggest. Okay. Overall, it is a good transit for you guys, and you can guard yourself really well. Visibility rises at the workplace. So keep your ethics tight and also start working out if you have not been working out till now. Okay. Overall, a good transit, I would suggest, if you mind it well. Okay. Everything is good. If you have any queries, you can ask in between. I will answer. So coming to the next one, that is Gemini. All right. For Gemini natives, this transit of Venus is going to be in your 5th house. 5th house is, fifth house is creative work, romance, studentship, publishing, sparkle, great for courses, webinars. Also, it is good for new opportunities. You can be really very creative, romantic, studentships and publishings. Of course, publishing work, as I said, is going to sparkle. So use this time period really well. And also, this is the time when you can maybe meet some potential partner also. With this transit of Sun being the 3rd lord in your 5th house and forming a Nisha Bhanga also. So this is great for your relationship and your sibling relationships as well. Selling of property, buying, purchasing, vehicle, etc. You can do that as well. Also, Rahu is in trine. So this is good for ad campaigns or starting a new, some kind of new YouTube channel or something where, media, etc. is involved. Or your growth, or maybe you will be hiring some new members or subordinates, or the co-workers, or this, you're making a team out of a team. So that way it is good. And also it is going to be, in the 6th house of yours after the 6th of November. So 26th November to 20th December is going to be, though I will be making a separate video, but I'm just trying to give you the heads up because it is going to be in your 6th house also. So edit offers, refine delivery, get into system, some routine you have to follow, strict routine you have to follow if you really want the efficiency to get better. And also how your coordination is with the female counterparts at the workplace is really going to play out very importantly when Venus is going to be in your 6th house. But right now, let's enjoy this transit when Venus is transiting your 5th house. It is good for foreign travels. It's good for creative energies. It's good for whatever you are thinking to do. It's good for competition success. Also, studentships program, scholarship programs. It is good for your health also because it's 12 places away from 6. So you will get better in your health also. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Cancer. Now for you guys, it is, one second, let me write it. All right, so for Cancer natives, this transit is definitely very positive for you guys because it is in your 4th house and this is forming a Panchamahapurusha yoga, which is the Malavya yoga. So this is good for your property, decor, vehicle purchase, harmony, and also maybe there is some refiance or some kind of changes at the workplace and your home environment. It is Digbali also, forming a Neech Bhanga Rajayog. So can you see how many yogas are forming? It's Digbali, it's Panchamahapurusha Yoga, Malavya Yoga, and it is also forming a Neech Bhanga Raja Yoga. So you're going to be making some important investments because the Lord of the 2nd and 11th are getting together. So this is definitely very positive for you guys because in the Kendra, whenever Venus transits, it's definitely very positive for you guys. You should remember any of the yogas which are forming in the sky, they are going to give you some good results also. If not big results, but at least some positive energies are going to flow. Whenever in the Kendras, you will see good planets, benefics. Now, Jupiter is also there. Venus is also there. Jupiter is in its own zone. Venus is in its own zone. So it is definitely going to be giving you some relief here. Okay. So you can party, you can enjoy, you can travel, you can meet more people, you can be harmonious in the relationship, you will reconcile with the people you're having issues with. So this is a very positive time. The workload is definitely going to increase though. And then we have this entering your 5th house. So good for romance, good for investments at that time, but not, don't get carried away in impulse when Venus is going to be in your 5th house from the 26th November to the 20th December. But just heads up for that, okay? The negative energy is because you have a Saturn transiting in retrogression in your 9th house and Rahu in the 8th. So for that, you need to worship Lord Hanumanji if you want to pacify those energies, or donate something in reds on the Tuesdays or on the Mondays, if you can donate something. And you can also keep some rice by your bedside. That's a remedy you should do every Monday. Maybe, on the Sunday night, you can keep some rice by your bedside, raw rice, and in the morning you can donate them if you feel that the energies are pretty heightened and you're not able to handle them. So remember, there is some nakshatra moon is transiting that day that you're feeling so down and out, or maybe it's transiting Rahu, it's transiting Ketu or Saturn in the sky, which can give you troubles. So you need to be watchful when moon is transiting your second house, 8th house, and your 9th house right now, because these are the grahas which are forming a connection with moon in a negative manner, especially for the Cancer natives. I've seen Chandra Ashtama especially gives you troubles with Rahu also there. So take care of your health. You will feel better. Don't worry. Just worship Lord Shiva. You will feel better. Om Namah Shivaya chants. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Leo. Now, AI will not tell you all this. Live sessions. Where is AI now? Somebody was saying, it's okay. Maybe, somebody's really troubled when they write all these comments. No, they're really troubled in their lives. So we should be compassionate. We should not get into the argument mode, with them. People start arguing, or, they just want to put someone down. That's not the right way, to handle a problem. You should be compassionate. Whenever you see somebody in trouble mode, you should be compassionate. I can assure you, when they are, when they are gossiping, or when they are, there is a vacuum when they try to troll you, especially, those who troll each other, or some YouTubers especially, so you must understand that there is a vacuum in their life. They are troubled souls, so we must be compassionate. So forgive them. I forgive them. I have a very large heart any which ways. I don't like, I want to quit my karma. If they are creating some karma of theirs, maybe I have done something wrong to those people in the previous lives, so forgive them. Anyhow, for Leo natives, this Venus is going to be in your 3rd house. Again, very positive for you guys. I forgot to tell you that what is the classic text saying when it is going to be transiting the 3rd house. Now let me tell you. So when Venus passes through the 3rd house, a person gets authority, wealth, honor, position, prosperity, clothes, and destruction of enemies. Okay, I forgot to tell for the 4th house. Anyways, it is they can have some problems in the relationships. Anyhow, we'll do it next time. But yes, this is when Venus is going to be, as per the classic text, transiting the 3rd house. See, 3rd house is for marketing, social content, short trips. Also, it can amplify your voice. Maybe, you will be heard. As it is, the Lagnesh is also forming a Nishabhanga here. So it's a definitely positive thing which is happening for you guys. So enjoy this, and PR over ego. Don't get into the, as I said just now, that, be compassionate to others rather than, getting into the mode of arguing with others, with your siblings. Reconcile. Why you have to be making them uncomfortable, or you have to be going through that? Forgive them, pardon them, and be more compassionate during this time. Venus is a Soumya Graha here. You will not be bold, you'll be softened. Whenever Jupiter Venus transit the 3rd house, they soften. And also, any kind of pitch you want, you should pitch boldly when you want to convey something very, very important. Okay. And also, when it is going to be in the Scorpio sign, it is going to be in the Kendra. That is when, you will be signing, or get, the paperwork that you have done now from 2nd to 26th November, you will get that done. So maybe PR, visa, etc., you want to get it done. So that will be done when Venus transits your 4th house. So you will get the vehicle if you want to, or you want to do the renovation or purchase of property, etc. So that is when it is happening. And you will close the documents or close the deal as well. Also emotional rooting, we call it that kind of a house. Okay, when it is the 4th house. Ketu Dasha, yeah. I can understand Ketu is not easy. Ketu is not an easy Dasha. Okay. Leo ascendant, okay, what happened to you? Maybe because I am in the end of Sadasati, but I am very spiritual and having odd feelings and incidents recently. See, whenever you are having suddenly some incidents, remember it, you have to give the credit to Ketu. Ketu is in the 1st house and the Leo sign. And whenever Ketu is in the Leo sign, suddenness happens with other people, in romance, to yourself. You will become very spiritually detached and spiritually attached and materially detached. Rahu says bring the material comforts, let's get into that mode. But don't worry, Rahu Ketu go hand in hand also, because they are just one only. So you are materialistically spiritual, or we can say spiritually materialistic, when Ketu and Rahu are in the Kendra. So you need to actually quit your karma, whatever you're going through. It will end with Saturn turning direct. Saturn is your 7th lord, the other people. So dispositor lord of Rahu is retrograde. Once it gets direct, Rahu will also minimize its impact. It will lose that grip that is, holding you tight, tightly, that spiral of the snake, as we say. So that in relationship, with others, that will get better, much better. So if you are waiting for a job, or you're waiting for some profile upgradation, etc., you will get it, okay, once Saturn turns direct. I always tell everybody, whatever has not happened in your favor when Saturn is retrograde, remember you are heading up to a good period when Saturn turns direct. So the whole phase cannot be the same. Remember, if it has given you good results, be prepared that it is not going to give good results when Saturn is turning direct. It's to be checked this way. Not every time, because it is going to get retrograde in other signs every time. But yes, next year also it is going to turn retrograde in the same sign, but in the other degrees. So it will be better for you, because it is going to be inching towards the 9th house zone. So better for you. Don't worry. Anyhow, coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, this transit of Venus is going to be in your 2nd house. So when we talk about the Brihat Samhita, when Venus transits the 2nd house, so this means that it is going to be bringing about wealth. It bestows children, and it also gives you royal favor, family prosperity, flowers, gemstones, ornaments, and the person, though grown old with gray hair, will also enjoy sexual pleasures. That is what is written in Brihat Samhita. So I'm just mentioning whatever is there. So this is good, because it is the 2nd house is the 8th from the 7th also. Now, as per the today's interpretation, when we talk about Venus is ingress in the Libra sign in the 2nd house for you guys, so this is definitely good for budget planning. You'll be able to save some money also. You might just spend on ornaments, of course, as it's written there in the classic text. But you need to take care of your routines. You need to take care of your health. You cannot just, overspend on things that you really don't want and need. So you can save money when Venus, either save money or you will be overly spendthrift. Sun, being the 12th lord, is in the 2nd house, so don't be flamboyant. Don't try to show off others your wealth, your values, or your assets. This is something you need to be careful about. Savings discipline is required, because you will be into those luxury buys. I want to buy this, I want to buy cosmetics, I want to buy clothes, ornaments, etc. That is mentioned there already. But it is good for children. It is good for children's job if they are looking for one. So overall, it is not a bad transit, and it is good to connect with your family members also. Venus will be in your 3rd house after this transit on the 26th November till the 20th December this year. So that is going to be good for communication, short journeys, persuasive writing, best for interviews if you have to, PR, visa, etc. So all that is going to be a good thing, which is what we are heading to. At the same time, Venus also is a co-ruler of your Bhagya Lord. So definitely good for travels. It's a good travel for, for your, write-ups or education plans, and also your connection with your partner, your spousal connection with your partner. Your relationship is going to get better with your guru, father, also during this time. So I think it is good for you guys. You might just be applying for some loans, etc., and you will get through those as well, and you will reconcile with your partner also, if at all you're having any issues till now. Okay, so finance and relationship, that is what is Venus. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Libra. Who's Rajat Kapoor? I have not heard of him. See, actually, you know what, I these podcasts and all, I get so, I wanted to tell you guys one sec, just let me tell you this, I do get these offers, and they charge. I didn't know this. They say that please come on up, join us and pay us, and then we'll hype you. I thought to myself, why I need to do that? I don't see any ethics involved in this somehow. What do you guys say? Please do let me know. But people who are doing the podcast, remember, they are paying and doing it. That was to my surprise, and it was like, I every time I forget to tell you guys, I wanted to share with you all this, that nowadays people are doing the podcast left, right and center, but I didn't know that they're paying for it. Big astrologers, big names, and they have approached me also. I declined. Why should I go and talk on any topic and just for being in the limelight to pay them? And why? What do you guys think? Isn't it wrong? I think it is wrong. It is not. Nowadays, everything is unethical, and I think everything is ethical. I don't know what is happening. So that was to my surprise, and not less. They were asking for, say, 2 lakh rupees or 3 lakh rupees. I am never going to do it. Never, 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 never. I commit it to you. I have a few astrologers lined up, but they are all my friends. Like Ernst Wilhelm is going to be on my channel soon again, because he was there. Dennis Harness, and then James Brahasar was there, Babajit was there, Nitin Kashyap is going to be here. I have looped him also because of the 8-year celebration was, I could not because of my father's passing. So, they are not paying me, or I am not paying them anything. No, nothing. That's unethical for me. It is. So they are just coming to me on my channel just because they are good friends. That's a different story. Jennifer Walker, she's going to interview me rather on my channel, that about myself. She wants to know about me. What am I? How I have learned astrology. Where am I? What are my? Like, you will get to know tomorrow. So these are all my friends, my core circle. Suppose I'm asked some money to go, and I'm not going to do it. Thank you so much for supporting me. I know you guys are supportive of all this, what I'm saying, and I don't think so it's worth it. Anyhow, I can't do it. I can't even think of. It was to my surprise. So Libra natives, Venus, your Lagnesh is going to be in your first house, but do remember it's your 8th lord also. It is good for your personal magnetism, appearance change, cosmetic, if you want to go for any kind of cosmetic surgery, and of course, photo shoot, launches. It is pure Malavya yoga. Malavya yoga means you're just at the shining you're the peak, that star, when Venus is in the first house, forming this kind of a connection. It is good for romance, it's good for appearances, it's good for speculation, speculative income also. It is definitely going to give you that, because it's the 8th lord also, so it is going to upgrade you. So use this transit well, and when it is going to be in the 2nd house, so income and family voice will be your key theme, and you need to save money, because Venus, when is in the 1st house, you might just spend, and then you will regret, oh, I have to take out the money from the savings. So don't do that. So start saving till the 26th of November. Save money so that you can be watchful about your budget, etc., and don't regret from the 26th November to the 20th December. So that is why I'm covering both the transits for you guys. So don't get into the the mode of spending on luxury items too much. Okay, it might just be bringing about that less smartness. Be bank smart, I would suggest. So avoid the Gandanta style also when it is going to be in the Scorpio sign. It is going to be activating the Gandanta zone as well. And when we talk about I forgot again, see, when we talk about the Brihat Samhita, one of the classic texts, it says, when it is over your 1st house, the person confers all kinds of erotic requisites, fragrance, attractive perfumes, flowers, garments, couches, houses, seats, tasty dishes, and the person will act like a bee on the lotus of the floor of an intoxicated or proudy young beloved. Can you see what language is there? Beautiful, as if it was a poetry I just read. Yes, but that is true. If you have this Venus in the first house, you might just buy perfume. This is quite likely. Okay. So make the best use of this time period, I would suggest. And then you are good to go. Next transit also. Okay. Worship goddess Saraswati. You will feel better because it's Venus in the first house. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. All right. So from the 2nd till the 26th November, Venus is going to be over your 12th house. See, 12th house, Venus is considered to be good, and there's a Neech Bhanga also forming. So maybe some connectivity with the foreign lands and work in the foreign places, or maybe some MNC investors, etc. Foreign ties will definitely improve. Now, as per the classic text, 12th house means you will get garments, you will get wealth, but loses some of them later. That is what when Venus is in your 12th house. Now, as per the classic text, as per the current situation and the era, so you might just purchase some real estate in the foreign lands. You need to prioritize your sleep. You need to avoid any kind of secret spendings on the female counterpart, especially because 7th Lord is in the 12th house. So you need to take care. You have to plug all of that also. And also there is a working behind the scenes also is going to increase, and you might have to keep a constant check on your expenditure part also. Venus is going to be after this from the 26th November to the 26th December, going to be 20th December in your first house. So that is where your charisma is going to spike. Any kind of bold actions, or maybe your surgical process, if you have to go through, you can do it at that time also. So it's a good transit for you guys, with the 7th Lord in the first house. So you might just find your potential partner during that time, but not right now. It is not going to be it is going to be an unconventional or a foreign ties, which is going to be. So you check yourself whether it is triggering that, because Rahu is also in trine. Also foreign partner also is quite likely right now. But when it is going to be in the first house, so that is when you might just find a conventional partner, okay, not an unconventional one. Okay. It's a good transit for you guys because Venus behaves like an exalted planet in the first house. You have to be a little careful about your surgical process, cosmetic surgery, etc. If you want to go through, you can. And it is going to be in trine to Saturn and Jupiter also, not to forget. So you're going to be more disciplined as well. And your expenditures are going to plug in at that time. But you need to right now be more into working behind the scenes, take things easy, retreats, creativity, home, real estate, rethink. All these are going to be the key themes. Avoid any kind of overspending on your relationships, hidden relationships especially. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius natives, this transit of Venus is going to be in your 11th house. Now, as per the classic text, when Venus passes through the 11th house, the person gets friends, wealth, food, and perfumes in the 11th house. Very nice. That means you're going to be buying perfumes, you're going to be making friends, you might just be going in for parties, you might just meet people who are going to be, maybe you can be affiliated to those who are going to be in love with you later. You might just meet someone in the party or something. Collab wisely, because Rahu hype is also there, not to forget that. Also, there is a possibility of audience growth. If at all you're waiting for your community to grow, you can be little charitable also. Perfect your campaigns right now. If you are wanting to grow your channel, grow yourself, and your community, so you can definitely do it now. But I think you should, if you are getting into these podcasting and all that, please be careful. I know it's an in thing, it's trendy, but it is not going to take you far. Slow and steady wins the race still. If the ones who are running faster, they fall faster also, and they fall very hard. So be careful about all these things. These are all illusionary things because Rahu is in Aquarius. I don't want to fall prey to this particular thing right now, whatever is happening in the sky. As an astrologer, I do understand that this is not going to be long lasting. Okay. So it's better to give the free flowing knowledge to others and help others grow rather than, just making money out of money and money everybody's doing. That's wrong. And false information, so sorry I feel, the false information which is being spread. Also, Venus is going to be in your 12th house from the 26th November to the 20th December in your 12th house. So that is a good transit again because, you might just be getting the visa, overseas things, that are going to get triggered up, and also foreign ties, retreats, working behind the scenes, all that is going to trigger up as well. Hospitals, ending, closure, it is the secret sign of Scorpio not to forget. So that is the time when you have to be a little careful about your communication, your healing and your logistics. Don't overspend at that time also, and take care of your relationships. Okay, so I'm covering both in a way. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. Okay, let me write it. Okay. So for Capricorn natives, your Yogakara Graha is transiting the Kendra. What else you want? It is the best transit for you. Why? Because Venus is your Yogakara Graha transiting your 10th house, forming a Pancha Mahapurusha Yoga, forming a Malavya Yoga, and then we have a Neech Bhanga Raja Yoga also, which is forming in your 10th house. So in the classic text, Brihad Samhita, it is written, when Venus transits through the 10th house, he suffers insults, quarrels, invariably, although he speaks very few words. Now, why is it so that when Venus is in the 10th house, it's not giving good results? Because it is losing the Digbal. Venus is a night graha, and it is with the Surya, and in the 10th house, Sun, it is a noon time. Venus is not a day graha. Venus doesn't like to work. Venus is a lazy one. So what happens when you don't complete your task? You will be getting insulted, no? So it's better that you are actually working when Venus is in the 10th house, if you really want the reputation not to be at stake. Believe you me, if you work more, you will get the reputation, you will get the leadership, you will definitely showcase aesthetics at work, and you will feel, and people will get jealous of you also. So that is something you should not do. Never ever make anyone jealous intentionally. If you have that, dress up for yourself, not for showing off others. I don't dress up for anyone else. Please, mind you, I have never done that. And the kind of makeup I wear, I think it's very bad. I don't know how to do it. I've never been to a beauty parlor for sure. No beauty salon. I'm using home products. So you should actually never ever make anyone jealous because of your dressing up. I don't see myself in that space because, I don't know how to do the makeup well. So it's okay. I don't even bother to put the liner well, eyeliner, I don't know how to put it. So anyhow, I'm not a makeup artist, but yes, I love to dress up. Whatever in my capacity, I love to do it, I do it. So never ever, when Venus is in your natal chart, also in your 10th house, don't even try to impress others or make others jealous of yourself intentionally. Okay, if you want to, do it for yourself, because Venus is an internal planet. When it is in the 10th house, it is not it is losing its sheen, I would say. Okay, that is why it is said that you might just get insulted, you might get into the quarrels, because also it is forming a Malavya Yoga here in the Kendra in its own zone. So that is actually saving that also. So this is good for salary hike. Discussions will be favored in case you have anything to do with your, keep speech measured at the workplace to avoid backlash when it is the 10th house, because people will get little uncomfortable because of your attention seeking energies that you're emitting. So that is something you have to be a little careful about. Don't mind me saying all this, but when it is losing Digbal, no, so all these things also get triggered up. So you have to be careful about your words, be careful about your relationship with the female counterparts at the workplace. Try to talk less and work more when Venus is here. Also, Venus is going to be in your 11th house from the 26th November to the 20th December. Now that is good, for networks, for meeting a potential partner partner, because Rahu is also there in trying to 10th house, no? So that is also causing some issues at the workplace. But with Saturn in the trine, it is going to be any which ways measured. The words are measured, your routine is measured, you are going to be following this strict routine also during that time. Some agreements, commissions, relationships, everything either or can trigger during that time period, and things are going to stabilize also. So right now you need to be a little cautious with Rahu energy also. Don't spend too much on aesthetics, okay? Save. But it's a good transit for sure because it's a yoga graha and forming a Panchmar Purusha Yoga also. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. All right. So for Aquarius natives, this is your yoga graha again, transiting your 9th house. So as per the classic text, when Venus passes through the 9th house, it is about performing religious acts, and also marries, and the person marries, happiness, wealth and clothes when it is in your 9th house. So it is good in a way because the yoga graha is in the own zone. So luck is by your side when Venus is in your 9th house. So it is good for connecting with your mentors, conveying them, that you are good at your work. Those themes are also definitely good for teaching, publishing, travels, and connecting with your mentors, conveying them your aptitude, your ideas, and they will definitely accept you. There is a global reach when Rahu is in the first house and Venus is there. So good for your collaborations or, anything to do with your mentorship programs, going to the foreign land for education. So this is good. And when Venus is going to be in your 10th house from the 26th November to the 20th December, that is when your brand power is at peak, and after that polished messaging, because Mercury is also going to take the lead. So because there are certain configurations we need to discuss after that, but for sure it is going to be good for teaching, traveling, publishing right now, and also personal rebranding, finding traction, and stay grounded with mentors, verify viral truths, and don't fall prey to the rumors which you are hearing about. Okay, so be careful. Coming to the last sign, that is Pisces. I don't know why no questions today. Maybe I'm a little early today. Okay, for Pisces natives, this transit of Venus is going to be in your 8th house. Okay, now 8th house, Venus exalts in your first and it's in the 8th. So it's not bad actually. It's like, good for your secret relationships also. It is good for grants, settlements, royalties. Let me tell you what the classic text has to say, Brihad Samhita. When it is in the 8th house, attendance and a rich woman is your partner. Disaster pertaining let me tell you. Some disaster pertaining to or caused by women when in the 8th, and he gets houses, attendants and rich women as his partner. Okay, so it's good in a way, but half good, half not, because it is going to be giving you some disaster because of the women counterparts. So please be careful, because Venus is women, Mars is men. So when it is about men, I use Mars's energy, and when it is about Venus, I'm talking about women, so it's Venus's energy. So man, woman both exist, so we can talk about both. So I'm not just taking I'm not feminist completely, it's not right also, so it's okay. Now with this Venus in your 8th house, consolidate your finances, consolidate your growth during this time. It is good for therapy, it is good for spiritual growth also, and it is good for anybody who you're as a caregiver, for your maybe someone who you're catering to in the hospital. Rahu's in your 12th house also. Any kind of visa work, foreign travels. 8th house connectivity is definitely required if you are going to settle abroad or if you're traveling overseas. And this is forming a Neecha Bhanga also, Viprit Raja Yoga also, because 6th Lord is in the 8th house, Neecha Bhanga, and also it is in its own zone, and is going to be in trying to Rahu also from the 12th house. So you can plan your wealth really well, how you can park your funds, how you can connect with your siblings and your neighbors and friends, to connect and reconcile also at the if there is any kind of legal matter you're entrapped in. Purchase of property and land should be avoided. Vehicles also you should avoid purchasing during this time. You might just purchase some bonds, mutual fund, where fixed income is going to increase and enhance. So that is something you can go ahead with, but avoid anything to do with your relationship with women. It can bring about some issues there as well. Okay, and this is what I think. I'm done with the reading, and let me see, one more thing I missed out on was and also it is going to open doors for scholarship programs. If you're waiting for, double check your visa and itineraries before traveling. And this is the time when you can also maybe after the Scorpio transit, dharma, academia, and also travel luck is by your side. Verify your itineraries when Venus is going to be in your 9th, but good for connecting with your mentors, gurus, teachers, superiors at that time. Okay, so both the transits I have discussed. Any questions? Otherwise we wrap. Okay, so thank you so much for being here and supporting me. Yes, I'm not going to do the collaborations with anyone like that who are asking money, and I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not party to it. This was the information you might not be aware of, so I thought I'll share it with you before falling prey to the persona of the people. Oh, that's a big celebrity who has invited this person, this guest, as an astrologer. So don't fall prey to all of that as well. Remember, the behind the scene story is that they are paid for whatever the interview, and it's hefty amount also. I find it hefty for sure. Even if it was minimal amount, I would have not gone in for that. Okay, thank you so much for being here, and do let me know what you want to know about this transit in the comment section. Stay blessed, everyone. Om Tat Sat.